Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm SuperSonicJB and don't mind me, I'm just getting ready for summer camp. Even though summer is almost over. Summer camp. Something I never got to experience before as a kid. But this time I finally get to go to summer camp for a whole few weeks here, so we gotta make sure we pack the right stuff, right? We got my cell phone, we got my Pokeball. You never know when you need to catch a wild Pokemon out in the camp. And of course I can't forget my copy of Camp Lazlo Leaky Lake Games. Wait a minute. Why would I need a cell phone? I'm out in the wilderness.
Back in 2005, Cartoon Network had launched a new show known as Camp Lazlo. It was a show about Boy Scouts attending a summer camp and always getting into crazy adventures every day. One day they're having a nice, friendly competition, and they're doing some crazy illegal crap and running away from it. The show kept going on until 2008, where it had, in my opinion, one of the worst endings in cartoon history. I won't get into it though, but if you want to know what happened, there's all kinds of videos of it on the internet. This show was a big success and even got nominated for several awards, and according to Wikipedia, it won most of the ones they were nominated for. Around the year 2006, everything was looking good for this series, so the creators decided to make a video game for the Game Boy Advance on it. And I got this game as a gift from my parents when I was a kid. Unfortunately, I don't remember it very well since I haven't played it in years, so I thought I'd play through it today and give a review on it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this review. So this is Camp Lazlo Leaky Lake Games, and I gotta admit, I do like this box art. Looks like it came straight out of the TV show. I especially love how Raj here is about to plummet to his death, and everyone is cheering. Hey, at least he went down with a 10. I'll also admit, I do like the music here on the title screen. It makes me happy, for some reason. We start off with the big moose himself, Scoutmaster Olympus, talking to Lazlo and saying how much he wants to win the Leaky Lake Games. But of course, he's doubtful because Lazlo's here. What a nice guy. I will say this, the text moves super slowly and it can be annoying sometimes, but at least it's interesting to read most of the time. Now that I think about it, this text sounds like a doorbell. So Olympus and Slinkman send Lazlo out to collect cabin flags. Once you're done with that, you head to Jelly Cabin to start your first event. And this, unfortunately, is where the game goes downhill. The first event you play is a floor is lava minigame. Side note, the floor is not actual lava, it's just not even there. And my gosh, this minigame is so boring. You just jump from one platform to the other to reach Raja Clam 10 times, and then you're done. Now you do have a time limit and the platforms move for some reason, but even with these in the mix, it's still super easy and feels very uninspired. Also, the jumping sound effect is so unoriginal and lame. I mean, can you imagine if I started jumping around like this? After you complete the first event, you're rewarded with a badge, and then you play as Raj for a little bit. I will say, I do like that it switches it up for you by using other characters. Then Lazlo asks you to get Olympus's megaphone, but you don't know where it is, so you go ask Slinkman. But he won't tell you where it is till you find his ticket to Slugfest, and it was at this point I realized something. This whole game is a freaking fetch quest! Yup, that's right, every time you collect something or talk to someone, you get sent on another fetch quest. This whole game runs on this concept. I could be told by one camper that someone has an item I need in order to progress. I'll go talk to that camper, but they need something else in return, so they send me to another camper to get another item, and this just keeps going on and on until you reach another minigame. The only nice thing about this gameplay style is the fact that you have this compass at the bottom of the screen that tells you where to go. Nice to know Xenoblade Chronicles 2's compass was inspired by this game. After more fetch quests, I made it to the second minigame, and this one is even worse than the first. All you do is wash trees that have this weird gunk on them. That's it! After you're done there, guess what? You do more fetch quests! You also get to play as Clam this time and try on the next minigame, which is Teeter Totter. But not as fun as the real thing. All you do is spam buttons and win. There's no challenge or anything, and I should mention most of these minigames tend to last way too long. It can last anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes with hardly any ways to speed things up. You can actually replay these minigames and view your records on the bulletin board, but so far, I don't have any urge to replay any of these piles of crap. The next minigame you play is actually a little more challenging. You're required to get 10 berries from the bush and return it to the basket. Along the way, there's these birds and groundhogs that try to steal the berries from you, and they can be pretty annoying. Also, every time you get a berry, the bush will run away and you have to find it again. I always thought this was weird considering bushes aren't supposed to run away.
Hey guys, come check out my new bush. Oh god dang it, not again.
Well, that game sucked, so what's next? Oh, heck no! That's right, the next minigame is swimming, but not just that. It also acts as a capture the flag game. You're supposed to collect all the flags in the lake under a certain amount of time. However, everywhere you go, there are tons of obstacles in your way, making it a lot harder. There's also no map, so good luck in winning this one without saying, "This game sucks!" Next up is fishing, and according to Sleeman, he's not only hosting the game, but he's also your opponent. Now that sounds like a top 10 plot twist moments in anime right there, folks. In this minigame, you need to catch 10 fish in under 5 minutes. You can also catch a snow globe, and for those of you questioning, why a snow globe? Well, it's a running gag in the show, for some reason.
Another snow globe.
Ooh, New Mexico.
So far, we've done pretty good in these awful events, so let's go see if Scoutmaster Olympus will let us participate in the games. Oh, great and wise Scoutmaster Olympus, what would you have us do? Jump off the pier. Wow, what a great Scoutmaster. So Olympus is still really against us competing in the games, but if we find a unicorn, we can play the next game? What? Well, it looks like the game's over and now. Oh, well, you know, it's Spitty! You know, Spitty! The smelly old llama that Lazlo pretended was a unicorn. I hope some of you guys have seen this show, otherwise I sound like a weirdo. So we participate in the horse race, and I'll say this game sucked too. All you do is some quick time events and you win. But hey, at least I'm reunited with my old friend Spitty. Ah, it's good to see you again, old buddy, old pal of mine! Sorry, Spitty now must return to the wild? No, Spitty, no, don't go back! Don't go back to that awful Disney movie! Okay, I'm over it. Up next, I did a diving minigame. That's just a copy and paste of the horse game. Just press the right buttons and you win. The next event is probably my favorite in the game, and that's saying something. It's a food fight where you have to dodge the incoming food and throw some back at your opponents. This one was kinda enjoyable since it was fun to dodge and throw the food around, but it felt like it lasted way too long. Also, just look at Samson's face!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
The next minigame is where you play as Lazlo and have to sit on a pine cone, which is also a reference to the show. Also, does this count as torture? Are pine cones dangerous? Huh, I guess pine cones are a little bit more dangerous than I thought. It doesn't say anything about humans, but it does say a lot about dogs and everything, and these guys are animals, so I'm going to say this is very dangerous. So, Camp Kidney needs to be closed down, now!
Camp Kidney! It's gone!
Now, this next part was one of my favorites. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It's one of my least favorites. And of course, it's another fetch quest. But oh boy, this isn't just any fetch quest. This is the stupidest and worst one yet. Since the Pinecone Sing game hurt all the campers except Lazlo, it's your job to help Nurse Leslie find the stethoscope to heal them. Don't know why you need a stethoscope to fix a bruised bottom, but you know what? Who cares? Unfortunately, it's not where he said it was, so you ask Olympus where it is, and he has it, but won't hand it over till you get him the most beautiful bouquet of flowers ever! Okay, that's cool. I guess your campers who are in a large amount of pain can wait, since you need your frickin' flowers! Then you find the flowers clear on the other side of camp and have to give them to Olympus. Then find Nurse Leslie and give him the stethoscope so he can save the campers. And it was at this point Lazlo thought to himself, what am I doing with my life? Why am I doing everyone's chores? Why does this game exist? The next minigame is this stupid tubing minigame, and it's the worst game yet. The controls are super slippery, and anytime you touch anything, you bounce off it like it's a spring. There's also like a million hazards to avoid, so hopefully you don't end up like me.
This game sucks!
About 20 fetch quests later, you take on the Tug of War game, and oh come on, not this again! Yup, it's just more quick time events. Hooray! This game just keeps reusing the same gimmicks over and over again, and it's driving me crazy. Oh, and speaking of reusing gimmicks, the next minigame is the exact same thing as the tubing minigame before, except it has Lazlo and Clam in it. And what's up with their faces? Clam, are we high? Hey, hey! Next up, we have a treasure hunting minigame, and it sucks. Don't really have anything else to say. Heck, I didn't even have a joke at this point, so here's a Camp Lazlo meme. Here you go. Right after the treasure hunting game, we take on the last event against the Squirrel Scouts. And after some trash talking back and forth, we start the minigame. This game is a kart racer, and oh boy, does it play horribly. The camera is zoomed in way too much, which causes you to crash every 5 feet. Also, the sound effect it makes is freaking hilarious. So in the end, I won, no surprise there. Gretchen turned into Waluigi, Olympus and Jane Doe got hitched, I think at least, and the game ends with a typical good game, congrats approach. And then, that's it. That's the game.
So that was Camp Lazlo Leaky Lake Games. Overall, I gotta say, that game was not nearly as fun as I remember it to be. Back in the day, I used to love playing that game, but after playing through it again, yeah, my opinion's changed. Camp Lazlo Leaky Lake Games sucks. It's a very repetitive game. There's like way too many fetch quests in the game, and overall, I just did not have fun with this game. It was just not that great of a game. It was not. Overall, I'd probably give it 5 out of 10, I guess. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the Camp Lazlo show. It always hold a place in my heart, but the game, man, I wish it just had a little bit more effort put into it. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and end things off for now because, as you all know, I gotta go camping here. So, thanks for watching. Like the video, hit the like button, and comment, subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, I'm heading out to go camping, so until next time, bye guys.